guys, Anna Weber here, and today I am going to compare Kelly dolls to cousins of Kelly dolls, which would basically be the cheap versions of other companies' Kelly dolls, basically. Anywho, let's start out with an actual Kelly doll. This one is not actually a Kelly doll, it's Mattel's collector Kellys, basically. That's what I call it anyway. She is the gingerbread girl, and I really like her. I got her for Christmas. She's supposed to be an ornament, but I always play with her as a very cute Kelly, and she's one of the few Kellys that has freckles, and she is bodied like the newer Kellys, and that's how come I chose her for this comparison. Now, Barbie's baby sister isn't called Kelly anymore. She's called Chelsea. But really, who's going to call their dolls Chelseas? That'd just be a tongue twister all in itself. So I'm calling them Kellys no matter what. Okay, anyway, so this Kelly has a small stubby head like the newer Kellys, and her body is a little bit thinner. Yeah. And that's one thing. And her arms move different than the older Kellys. Her arms can go up to the sides, and her legs have springs in them, so don't put them up in the air a whole lot, or else they'll get stuck there for a little while. Her two pigtails are tied back with rubber bands, and they're very cute. I'd say that if this doll were a real person, the kid would be like 5 years old. Cause look at her, she looks either 5 or 4 to me. Okay, moving on to the first other company's version. This is let me check on her back. Yeah, if you don't know what kind of doll a doll is, always check on her back or on her body for a tag. Okay, this is Toy Center's attempt at making a Kelly. And the only real problem with this doll is her shirt doesn't come off. I tried for years and I haven't been able to get it off. And her hair is a horrendous mess, and it's completely different from Kelly's. And in these dolls, I have many, and on all of them, they have balding spots in the back. Just proving that they don't have quality hair like Kelly. And they tend to have a lot of marks on their face, and their head is a lot squishier than Kelly's. Just FYI. See, hers only squishes a little bit, but this one, you could squeeze her brain out. And one of them even has a squishy body too, but I'm guessing she's only one of the really early ones. Their arms move in like swimming motions, like dog paddle motions, so that doesn't give very many options for posing. Their legs go down like the old Kellys used to, but this newer Kelly goes in, when she sits down, her legs go in a V shape. See? V. But hers makes the number 11. And so, yeah. And her feet are a teensy bit bigger than normal Kellys. Because look, those do not look like normal feet. But you can still wear Kelly's feet. And while this one has a closed mouth, this one has an open mouth, so that tends to make her look a little bit younger. So I'd say this doll looks like she could be 3 or 4. Okay, moving on to this doll, who has so many different things than Kelly. Okay, this doll is called a Simba doll. If I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, well, I'm not. Her hair is kind of textured a little bit, so that's how come she has a little bit of frizz right here. Because I tried to take it out and that happened. But right here it's really smooth, but right here it's like textured a little. Her head is hardly squishy at all, like the Kelly's head, which is good. Which means, because if your doll's head is squishy, you can't take it in the bathtub. Because its head tends to fill up with water and it gets moldy in there and it becomes a health hazard. Now, her body is a lot thicker than Kelly's. But it's not like super fat. It's just a little bit thicker, and her feet are a lot thicker. So that's how come she can wear baby Cinderella's shoes. And her hands are in like a Lego mold almost. Cause look, that's a claw. And looking at this doll, I'm thinking she's way older than these two. Who I said she was 4 to 5 years old, and she's 3 to 4. But her, I'm guessing she's at least 7 years old. But she could be as old as 12 years old. It depends on how old you want her to be, and I'm guessing at youngest 7 years old. Okay, moving on to this one, who is way older than the youngest one thus far. She has a completely hard head. You can't even squish her if you have 1,000,000 muscles in your body. She is a kid core, and the problem with kid core dolls is their behinds are huge. Good luck putting Kelly shorts on this one. Her behind is huge. It's round, and her whole body is really huge and hard to dress, and her hands, they're really hard to pretend like she's holding stuff, and her feet are really flat. It makes it hard for her to stand up on her own. And her hair is textured a whole lot. I wouldn't recommend trying to do any hairstyles in this hair. And her headband can't come off. So this one's probably best for going in water, except for her hair will probably explode. Just kidding. But it'll get very damaged. So I'm guessing she's at least 11 years old. But she could be as old as 14. So, yeah. Now this cutie that just got a new wardrobe is a what's-her-face. And I've talked a little bit about her on my last episode of Make It for Dolls. Her head is a lot bigger, but still not as, it's not squishy at all. But I wouldn't recommend taking her into the bathtub because of her hair. And she has a hole in her head because of her braid. So I wouldn't recommend putting her in the bathtub because she would probably fill up with water and become a giant water bottle. Anyway, and her feet are the biggest yet. And her hands move this way in this way. And her body is the weirdest shaped yet. It's kind of shaped like a baby's body. Because I'm pretty sure what they used to call these are what's her babies or something like that. Anyway, it was something like that, and her tummy rounds out a lot, so that makes it hard to find clothes for her. And you put the face on her, so that kind of makes it hard to judge age with this one, because it really depends on how detailed your face is that you put on. So I'm just going to base it upon her body parts and not her face. Okay. Looking at this, I'm guessing that she's supposed to be either a baby or a toddler. So she's probably 2 through 6. So those are the comparisons to Collector Kelly all the way up to what's her baby or whatever she's called. I need to look this up. I need to look up who you are, because I am not completely sure. Hey, guys, if you know who what's her baby or what's her face she is, tell me, because I want to know, is this Style and Steps or Pixie Doo or whatever. Anyway, I used to have emphasis on this. Anyway, so obviously the best is Kelly. And the worst, I would probably say, is this little one. This one is kind of good, I guess. I like her the accessories better. And I like her accessories way better. So, if you can, buy only this one or this one. Because those are the only two that are really, really good. So, this is Anna Weber. Bye!